Let's take you to Quest Field in Seattle. Mike Singletary and the 49ers, early favorites to win the NFC West. Pete Carroll making his debut as a head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Williams.
Did he do that for you, Coach? Coach, did he do that for you?
Once or twice, and then that was it.
Williams hasn't played football since 2007.
Hasselbeck getting his first Western touchdown.
Was that Michael Vick or was that Hasselbeck?
That was Hasselbeck, trust me.
Since
when he take his helmet off.
2005. Seahawks on top 7-6. Alex Smith looking for Michael Crabtree. It's tip and pick.
Man.
Look at
the escort down the sideline. Get out in front of him and block that.
What happened to San Francisco?
They cut Babineau and brought him back.
Get excited, Pete.
I like that college
back
fire.
on the sideline, sir. Matt Hasselbeck looking for
double move.
Seahawks on top 14-6. Where is all this offense coming from? Third quarter. Smith looking for Crabtree.
Get out in front of him. Look at that block. Looks like a kickoff return.
32 yards the other way. Alex Smith, two picks. Seahawks up 21-6. And more from Matt Hasselbeck and Mike Williams. He was the 10th pick overall back in 2005. He's been out of football for a couple of years.
Ask this question again, friend. Did he do that for you?
A couple times.
Hasselbeck now to Deion Branch. 31-6. Pete Carroll fired up after this.
He just freaking bought in, and you gave us the opportunity to do this. Now, there's a lot of stuff we have to talk about, but that's such an important deal to me because you gave us a chance, and we took freaking advantage of it, did we not? Oh, baby. What a beautiful first opportunity. You know, we talked about this. We make sure we were on course with what we said. We talked about it. This is the first chance to start the foundation of building a champion. That's what this is. It's the first step.
I just want to congratulate Pete Carroll on his first of many wins with the Seahawks.
All right, let's take you out to the Broncos, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks offense feeling pretty good about itself after blowing out San Francisco, but Matt Hasselbeck picked off there by Champ Hill.
Still one of the best corners in the game.
All right, the Broncos had to punt, but Britton Colquitt fumbles, and it's recovered by the Broncos.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Seattle now, giving Denver the short field.
Kyle Orton to Eddie Royal for a 13-yard touchdown. Denver on top 7-0.
Rose in the end zone, man. He wanted that touchdown.
Second quarter here, and it's Orton to Noshawn Moreno, who throws back to Orton. Orton dumps it off to Eddie Royal.
Look at this.
Another gear, huh?
What did he die so early?
Knocked out at the 1-yard line. Corral Buckholder punched it in from there. Broncos on top 14-0. Orton 2 touchdown passes. And here is Noshawn Moreno. Shifty. 45 yards down to the 16. And he finished off the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Broncos win their 11th straight home opener. 31-10. They're 3-0 for the first time since 2003. All right, how did the San Diego Chargers do? With Ryan Matthews out with that high ankle sprain. Leon Washington was an off-season acquisition. And I would say it was the right move.
It was a good acquisition.
We only showed you this for one or two reasons. He's a big player, boo-boo. Matter of fact, Mike, where is he from? Where did he go to college?
We're going to show him 2 of these. Don't even
Florida State.
Don't drop that in.
101 yards right there. Seahawks on top 7-0. On the ensuing Chargers possession here, 1st and 10, it's Phillip Rivers steps up. He had a huge day. Buster Davis pulls it down.
That's a nice grab.
That's how you help your quarterback.
49 yards there, and that set up this. Rivers to Malcolm Floyd.
Yeah, he took Vincent Jackson's place. Now they haven't skipped a beat. They're throwing it around the block.
They may have skipped a beat. They skipped a beat. 17-7.
1 and 2.
Rivers looking for Gates. Earl Thomas is there for the pick. Chargers 4th turnover of the day. It led to an Orlando Murray field goal. Seahawks up 20-12.
Young Earl Thomas has really showed up well for the Seahawks.
All right, 3rd and goal now for the Chargers here. And Phillip Rivers.
All kinds of time.
He won't run, I bet you that.
And he's looking for his favorite target through the hands of Clemens. And Gates is there, but there's a flag down. And Brandon Dombrowski called for holding here. A little tackle on Kentuan Palmer. So they take the touchdown off the board.
What an offensive lineman
back up 10 yards. How do you not double or triple covering Antonio Gates there for the touchdown.
They got weapons all over the place. Now, Phillip Rivers is going to throw the ball for 455 yards.
All right, Chargers are down by 2, going for 2. It's Rivers to Legade Anu. But wait a minute. He was out of bounds, and he cannot be the first person inbounds. So here's Nane again. Wide open.
You get the score on one team.
It's too easy.
So the game is tied.
They didn't kick it to him again, did they?
Yes, they did, Coach.
It is a Leon Washington.
Broke 2 or 3 tackles. Watch the punt.
Wow.
Kicker.
Washington had 4 career kickoff returns for touchdowns. He had 2 in this ball game. 99 yards right there. He had 253 kick return yards for the day. Seahawks back on top, 27-20, but the Chargers would not die. It is Rivers to Gates,
That play was
19
open.
yards.
That play was there all day for him.
Rivers now, 7 plays later, looking for Patrick Creighton. Remember, they got him in a trade with Dallas, incomplete. It was on a 4th and 15, so the Seahawks taking over, but the Chargers get it back if the Seahawks go 3 and out. Minute 12 left. Rivers to Buster Davis. 1st and 10 now. It's Rivers with plenty of time to Malcolm Floyd.
Right over the middle of the field.
Rivers, 455 passing yards. And that set up this. 21 seconds left. 3rd and 15. It is Rivers looking for Leganu Nane in the end zone. But the rookie, Earl Thomas, seals the deal with his 2nd pick of the day. And the Seahawks win it 27-20. Phillip Rivers and company are 1-2. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are a perfect 3-0. They got a 2-game lead in the AFC West. It's their largest lead in the division since 2003 when they won the AFC West.
NFC West battle in St. Louis. The Seahawks at the Rams. Steven Jackson, yes, he did play with that
put his
injured
big boy
groin.
pants on and went out there and played.
Sure
Pretty
did.
big role. Sam Bradford, at least 1 touchdown in each of his 3 games. Played well again today. Here he is to Mark Clayton down the sideline for 34 yards.
Mark Clayton was a nice addition to this team.
He really has been a great addition to this receiving corps.
3 plays later, it's Bradford looking for another man from that receiving corps. It's Brendan Gibson, 15-yard touch.
Puts the back foot down in the ground. That ball generally is coming out from Sam
Talk
Bradford.
about high ceilings. That young man has a high ceiling.
Second quarter now, the St. Louis defense kind of quietly playing pretty well, too, here, inducing the turnover. Michael Robinson
Came into this game with 8 takeaways and 3rd in scoring defense, giving up just 16 points per game.
Next St. Louis possession, Bradford to Danny Amendola.
Look at this catch.
Wow. Oh, my.
That reminds me of you, old sticky foot. No, he was a lot further down the field.
Look at that. Now, that's just unbelievable.
Great catch.
Aided by the glove, of course.
Stop with
I'm
that.
just telling you, the technology these days is crazy.
There's the turnover. Intercepted by Bradley Fletcher. Returns at 28 yards to the Seattle 3.
Making plays on defense once again.
However, the young quarterback going to do what young quarterbacks do sometimes, and that's give it right back. Fellow first-round pick Earl Thomas picks it off.
This kid making the case for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
These mistakes are going to happen, especially when you ask Sam Bradford to throw it 40, 45 times a game. They're asking him to do a whole lot because of their limitations.
And he did throw it 41 times today. Next Seattle possession, Hasselbeck laterals to Michael Robinson to Leon Washington. 28-yard gain. Football will be told by the 9-yard also.
You're having to pull out to beat the Rams.
Yeah.
What times change?
Sure have.
Next St. Louis possession, just 34 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10. Bradford looking again for Brandon Gibson. Finds him for 23 yards with the catch, and the run led to a field goal.
And again, the ball, that foot hits the ground. That ball is coming out.
Yeah.
Like it.
St. Louis on top 10-3 at halftime. Into the 3rd quarter, same score. Bradford to Steven Jackson.
Got to admire what this guy does. Got the bad groin, correct? Struggling with a groin injury. Goes out, and they ask him to carry the football 22 times today.
Put the big boy pants
3
on.
catches as well.
3 plays later, Bradford to Kenneth Darby. Another screen, this one to the left side, and this one good for 6. Rams led 17-3. They go on to win in impressive fashion. Pete Carroll, change of emotion. Think of what he was like last week with those kickoff returns for the touchdown. But St. Louis, the winner today, 20-3, another strong showing for Sam Bradford.
Let's go to Chicago. Jay Cutler missed last week with a concussion, and he led the Bears right down the field to go up 7-0 on the Seahawks, who are coming off their bye week and look very fresh themselves. That is Mike Williams, who had 103.3 yards.
Is that Mike Williams?
Targeted 15 times. Did you throw it to him that much?
Oh, year.
And Deion Butler finishes off the drive to tie the game at 7, a 22-yard score. 3 possessions later for Seattle, Justin Forsett from
Cal.
He takes the draw right up the gut on 3rd and goal and puts the Seahawks up 14-7. He had a 67-yard rushing day. And the Bears are down by a touchdown. It's 14-10 before halftime. Jay Cutler.
Get rid of it.
To Johnny Knox.
Yeah.
And
Your
Knox.
Speed. He can fly. Stay outside, young fellas.
Takes it 67 yards, but the Seattle Seahawks finally corral him, and that was big because it led to a Robbie Gould drive-settling field goal. It's just a 1-point game now, however, when Cutler is sacked by Jordan Babineau, and ball comes loose, and it's a safety. So Seattle gets 2 points to go up by 3. Next possession for the Bears. Jay Cutler sacked again.
Needless to say, they have protection issues.
Lawyer Malloy sacks him. 6 sacks in the game for Seattle. Cutler is feeling the heat, no question about it. The Seahawks' next possession, Marshawn Lynch
From
Cal.
That's right.
It's an all-Cal backfield. He had 44 yards and a touchdown in his first game as a Seahawk to put Seattle up by 10. 2:14 left in the game.
Did they kick it to him?
Devin Hester.
Kick it to my baby.
Now, when we watched this live, you started screaming, "My baby," right around
there.
here.
Because he's getting ready to do what?
This.
Put the hand behind the head. I teach this type of stuff right here.
We all of us in unison
Graduate
went,
from
isn't that touching? But the onside kick goes right to John Carlson on the hands team of Seattle, and Pete Carroll gets his first road win. The 12th man got in the head of the undrafted rookie quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals, Max Hall. Even though Hall had a couple of weeks to prepare for this game, it would be a game that he would want to forget. As for the special teams, they weren't special for Arizona either. Andre Roberts fumbles and doesn't put the ball away. Marcus Trufant hops on it on the 2-yard line, and that is a gimme for Matt Hasselbeck when he has got a red-hot wide receiver. And my goodness,
look at this guy. What a great back shoulder throw. Go up and use your 6'5" height, Mike. He looks good, having a great year.
Third quarter, Max Hall.
Said that like you meant that to
look.
Max Hall says, you know what?
You want to do the highlights, Steve? Is that what you want to do? Okay.
Oh.
Max Hall was shaken up on the play. Chris Clemens connected on helmets. We'll see if we hear about that later on in the week. Seahawks making field goals, though, because they were settling for it. And would you believe another booted kickoff?
Special teams, Prime, special teams.
That's why we call them special.
Kennard Cox recovers, but again, the Cardinals' defense held. And with Derek Anderson now in a quarterback, the offense began to click. Early Doucette over the middle. Mid-third quarter. 3 plays later, Beanie Wells runs up the middle. Nice pause there to wait for his block.
Patience.
Yes, indeed. And the Cardinals get on the board, cut it to 16-7 lead. But when it was 22-10 in the fourth quarter, 4th down, time run out. Larry Fitzgerald, it's incomplete. And the Seahawks take over on downs and take over the lead of the NFC West. Pete Carroll all fired up. Improved to 5-3. The Jets fall out of first place in the AFC. Now a game behind the Patriots. The Raiders coming off that win in Denver and picking up where they left off in that win in Denver at home against the Oakland Raiders. This is another Jason Campbell start for Jason Campbell. He gets a nice touchdown reception right there. Now here's Darius Hayward-Bay.
Yeah, that 50-burger against Denver was no fluke. Here they go again.
Marcel Reese with 1 touchdown catch. Hayward-Bay with another. Atop the NFC East, Eli Manning in the Pacific Northwest. Charlie Whitehurst getting the start for the injured Matt Hasselbeck. And it didn't help that the Giants jumped out early. Ahmad Bradshaw, second possession of the game. Bradshaw, first of his 2 touchdowns on the day. Next Giants possession, because they kept getting the ball back with Whitehurst struggling. Manning to Hakeem.
I believe in Eli.
This is how you shut that crowd up. The 12th man up there is brutal, but boy, you score some points early, you make them sit down and watch.
12th man left in the second quarter.
Knicks had 128 yards receiving that 1 touchdown, and then Steve Smith getting in on the act. It's 28-0. The Giants are up. Next possession, Kevin Boss. The Giants up 35-0 at half, put a 40-burger
on the NFC West leaders, still at 4-4. Tied with the St. Louis Rams, mind you, out there in the West. In the East, the Giants have a game lead on the Eagles, who have yet to play yet this year. A 2-game lead over the Redskins, and we won't mention that last team. Let's go to the NFC West. Matt Hasselbeck out. Last week, Charlie Whitehurst got baptized by the Giants. Matt Hasselbeck is back as they take on the division rival Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald down the sideline deep for 33 yards. Tim Hightower would punch it in from there, and the Arizona Cardinals draw first blood. But Matt Hasselbeck looked on point and sharp. Mike Williams had his best game in a few weeks.
He had 11 catches. Mike Williams, slim and trim.
445 yards. Marshawn Lynch would cap that 12-play drive, tied at 7. Tied at 10 when Hasselbeck finds Deion Butler, and this Deion makes a play.
Yeah, that Deion makes a play. He can get deep, and he has great burst and instinct. Watch him make a play and get this ball into the paint.
63-yard pass play, 17-10 Seahawks up, and they would not look back. They had several field goals. 29-10 is your score here midway through the fourth quarter. Early Doucette scoring late, but it was a little bit too late for the Arizona Cardinals, who are down 11. Last chance, and Chris Clemens sacks Derek Anderson. The Seahawks win the third time in franchise history. Reggie Bush and Pete Carroll reunited.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Feels so good.
He got out at the right time.
Reggie Bush was inactive. A lot of people thought he would be active in this game. But Breeze and Marcus Colston were active, that's for sure. Saints lead 14-6 in this game in the second quarter. Saints getting the ball back. Robert Meacham from Breeze.
I think Breeze has the best pocket presence in the game.
Yeah, he pushed up very well and found an open receiver.
A minute left in the half after Hasselbeck put the Seahawks within 8. There's Colston again.
You throw that seam pass, and those receivers are courageous. They'll go up and get it.
8 catches, $113, 2 scores for Colston. Third quarter, Breeze thrown 2 to Colston, so he's got to keep Robert Meacham keeping pace.
Bam!
2 to Meacham. 4 touchdowns for Breeze, 382 yards in all. Saints come off the bye, improved to 7-3. They're still 1 game behind.
To Seattle, couple of first-place teams, the Kansas City Chiefs, Seattle Seahawks, former USC Trojans, Pete Carroll, and one of his former quarterbacks, Matt Castle. First quarter, Castle to Dwayne Bowe, back in the end zone. Bowe did get both feet down, 7-yard touchdown. The Chiefs leading 7-0. Bowe, 7 consecutive games with a receiving touchdown. Dustin Colquitt trying to punt, but it's blocked by Kennard Cox. Earl Thomas, first-round rookie, comes up with a 10-yard touchdown. That's how the Seahawks tie the game at 7. Chiefs outgained Seattle 153-14 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Castle again to Dwayne Bowe. Wide open 36-yard touchdown. The Chiefs leading 21-10 at halftime. Bowe with a franchise record 13 receiving touchdowns this season. Third quarter, Hasselbeck with time to Ben Obamanu. 52-yard gain to the Chiefs' 19-yard line. Couple of plays later was 1st and 10, and Hasselbeck wants his tight end, Chris Baker, just across the goal line. 13-yard Seattle touchdown. Seahawks to within 4 at 21-17. Into the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 1. Jamal Charles. Stiff arms. Kentuan Balmer. 3-yard Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now back out to a comfortable double-digit lead at 28-17. Look at Charles dropping Kentuan Balmer. He had 22 rushes for 173 yards and 1 touchdown. Next Seattle possession, 3rd down and 4. Derek Johnson, what a season he's having, forces the Hasselbeck fumble, recovered by Tamba Hali. The Seahawks had 3 turnovers on the day. 3 plays later, 1st and goal at the Seattle 9. I think you know what's coming. It's Castle to Bowe, another touchdown. Chiefs win 42-24. Dwayne Bowe had 13 catches for 170 yards with 3 touchdowns.
It's unbelievable what's happened. It's unbelievable. They return to Max Hall, and then he hurt his shoulder.
3 quarterbacks.
Jimmy Clausen and the Panthers up in Seattle. Tough place to play, certainly when you're traveling all this way and you have only 1 win on the season. And look who's up 14-0. That would be Jonathan Stewart and the Panthers. It's 14-3 when Justin Forsett makes a play. This all Cal backfield helping out the former USC coach up there in Seattle.
And 15 on top of that.
Because Marshawn Lynch would get it in from there from 1 yard out. Panthers next drive, Jimmy Clausen, look out. Lofa Tatupu, the USC player helping the former USC coach now in Seattle. Seattle is up 17-14 just like that and putting the pedal to the metal with Leon Washington, and little Leon's getting larger.
Florida State.
Would you believe, though, that Jason Baker, the punter,
Get him, Jason! He held his hand up. Oh, no, Leon, come on.
That's an athletic punter. Jason Baker.
It up.
Oh, he's holding. See, that's why you don't hold it up.
You don't got to
keep
hold
running.
You got a high step. That was a problem. If he was high stepping, he would have never got his heel.
Quality coaching there. It's not fun for Steve Smith, but at least the Seahawks were able to laugh about that. They have a 6-6 mark, just like the Rams, despite having a better division record.
Battle in the NFC West, Seattle and San Francisco. Alex Smith back after watching Troy Smith the past 5 weeks. Niners went 3-2 with Troy Smith. Here's Alex Smith to Vernon Davis, finding himself wide open for a 42-yard Niners score.
Jamie, you starting to buy Alex Smith as a long-term answer at San Francisco?
You know they're going to spin that thing, boy. More fool's gold.
Second quarter, San Fran up 13-7. 3rd and 8, Smith to Josh Morgan.
Jamie, you're going to start.
Look at this move.
Start believing that Alex Smith's a long-term answer in San Francisco?
More fool's gold.
Niners leading 20-7. Next San Francisco possession.
Again?
Smith dumping to Brian Westbrook, breaks the tackle, and he is off. 62-yard San Francisco score.
So, Paul, you're going to tell me that the 49ers blow out the Seahawks, and then you're going to tell me how the 49ers are still very much alive in the West, aren't you?
You are connecting the dots correctly.
I'm reading your mind right now. That's what I'm doing.
That's that Moeller High School education.
That's right.
Matt Hasselbeck picked off by Chris Baker, or intended for Chris Baker, intercepted by Deshaun Goldson. 39-yard Niner touchdown. And San Francisco rolls 40-21. 5-8 is really good in the NFC West, guys, because the Rams going to lose to the Saints. San Francisco at 5-8, just one game out of first place.
Predicted that, didn't
You're
I?
pretty smart.
And look at Alex Smith.
Losing streak comes to an end, and they're in Atlanta next as Atlanta's finishing up a 3-game road trip. They've won the first 2 games. They have to travel as far from Atlanta as you possibly can go to Seattle, where the 12th man was in full throat with Marshawn Lynch scoring the first touchdown of the game. That set himself up as it's just short of its touchdown. 7-0 Seattle. But a big, fat 8-minute, 14-play drive capped off here on the 15th play with Jason Snelling to tie the game at 7. We're in the second quarter, and both teams only touched the ball once.
Of protecting Ryan.
Matt Ryan, a rare miscue, throws it right to Jordan Babineau. But the Seahawks have to settle just for the field goal against a hot team. Even though you're home, you can't do that. Ties the game at 10. Falcons with 41 ticks to go. And then Ryan does his whole Matty Ice thing, which is find Roddy White. And that, after the Falcons call a timeout, 3 plays later, Ryan to Michael Jenkins. Touchdown.
Yeah, nice over the top. They surprise him with the deep throw. They've been so methodical, taking little chunks at a time, and then they go up over the top for the 6th.
Third quarter, 17-10. Matthew deep in his own end, now in his end zone.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Come on, Matthew. We're going to talk with Matthew at the end of the season.
Jordan Babineau.
It's not about the team.
Covers it 24-10. 2 Seahawks possessions later, Hasselbeck now needing to desperately make plays. Looking for Ben Obama. And it's picked by William Moore. And that will be the day for Hasselbeck. Charlie Whitehurst comes in the game. And that
they already had a talk.
That pick led to points.
Going to the left. They call this quite frequently. He's so good at it.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons complete their 3-game sweep with the win. They had already been in. The Giants' loss put them in the playoffs. But with the win, there's now 1 win away from clinching the conference. And that ain't shabby.
Let's go to Tampa. Josh Freeman and his Buccaneers playing host to Matt Hasselbeck and the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams fighting to stay alive in the postseason race. First quarter, Hasselbeck rolling out, keeping himself. He thought about sliding.
Well, he looked like he hurt himself.
It's like Kerry Collins got hurt.
Really?
In Miami about a month ago. Seahawks leading 7-0. Second quarter. 3rd and goal, Josh Freeman, he had a big day.
I can't say enough good things about this young guy. I don't think the average person in the NFL universe knows enough about him.
They will as time goes on.
Bucks up 10-7. Next Tampa possession, 3rd and 10. Freeman to Mike Williams, the rookie.
Just standing tall in the pocket, knows he's going to get hit and delivers.
Bucks on top, 17-7 at halftime. Third quarter.
Probably hurt the defender.
First possession, Freeman with the pump, with time, buying extra time. Back across the body to Kellen Winslow wisely gets up.
See a lot of
gets
gloves.
in.
See quarterbacks wearing gloves. A little chilly in Tampa today.
Oh, it was cold Jacksonville too, remember?
Can it get cold in Tampa?
Yes, it can.
All right, the Buccaneers, 38-15.
Look at that. What kind of 5 touchdown passes? My.
At 9-6.
Are champions of the NFC West. Let's show you how they got it done here. Charlie Whitehurst getting the start for Matt Hasselbeck out with the hip injury. Couldn't go at the beginning of the game. It's Whitehurst to Ravel Martin down 61 yards. Biggest play of the game.
I like how they opened the game. Their first 15, they had a bunch of passes. They were wide open early.
Well, Whitehurst now, he likes to chuck the ball downfield. On a 3rd and 10, though, here he's going to be dropped by James Hall for a 2-yard loss, but there's a penalty on the play on Ron Bartel, called for defensive holding. And he gets Ben Obumano here.
A lot of mistakes by the Rams in crucial situations. A lot of offsides that kept drives alive.
Yeah. You can't make those calls. It's playoffs.
A couple of plays later here, basically, you're right, Dan. It was playoff Sunday night because the winner of this game is in. Whitehurst back to Mike Williams for the 4-yard touchdown. And Charlie Whitehurst says the Seahawks on top, 7-0. Sam Bradford, coach, you mentioned it. He just struggled all night. Maybe, I mean, is it late in the season for the rookie here?
Well, you know, when the rush wasn't getting there, they would jump and put their hands up, and they batted a lot of balls down in this game. And you know what? That's good defensive play.
Seahawks batted down and deflected several passes. Rams were down 7-3 at the break. Third quarter, 7-3. Whitehurst trying to make something happen, and he flips it out to Marshawn Lynch. But Bartel with the strip, and James Laurinaitis is there to recover. Rams added a field goal, so 7-6. Pete Carroll's club on top. Fourth quarter, 10-6. And on a 2nd and 10, it's Whitehurst to Obumanu for a first down.
For some reason, the Rams were playing way off at this position, at this point in the game, and I didn't understand why the cornerback didn't get up.
Not to get
doing a window Mare field goal. What happened here, Michael? Donario Alexander just goes right through his hands.
Man, this was the second big drop that he had on the night. Game-changing plays, and Alexander, the way he went after that ball, looks like he is a guy without a lot of confidence when it comes to catching football.
After the Seahawks were forced to punt, Prime, a great play here by Will Herring, and Bradford throwing into coverage.
Bradford stared that receiver down the entirety of the play. Easy play by the defender.
So on the ensuing Seahawks possession, 6th play of the drive on a 2nd and 1 from the 29. Michael Robinson appears to be stopped for no gain. Remarkably, the officials gave him a first down. Look at the spot.
He's a good half a yard short. He's down right there. Maybe a yard. And somehow they spotted it first down, and the Rams didn't challenge it. And away we go with the field goal. Uh-oh, not so fast.
And then on a 4th and 3, Marion for the field goal, but there's a penalty. The Rams call for encroachment. So the Rams just melting down here. Late in the game, there were some clock management issues as well. Spagnuolo electing to let the clock run down instead of use his timeouts before the 2-minute warning. And Marshawn Lynch now runs to the 16-yard line. Well, Mare knocks it down from 34 yards away, and that wrapped it up. A 2-possession game with fewer than 2 minutes to go. The Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll in his first year taking this team to the playoffs with a 7-9 record, the first team to do so since the merger to win their division at 7-9. So Seattle winning the NFC West with that 7-9 mark, the first team ever.
I like him
to win its division at 7-9 and make it to the playoffs, but they get that home playoff game at Quest Field where it's very loud there, but it didn't start out well for the Seahawks. Matt Hasselbeck's pass right off the hands of Ben Obumano, and Jabari Greer is there, and the Saints are in business. Already up 3-0 on a 3rd and 8. Drew Brees dumps it off to Reggie Bush. Bush didn't play when these two teams met earlier this year. 10 yards down to the 12-yard line on a 3rd and 3. Brees looking for Lance Moore. Rod Walter Thurman called for pass interference. Good call?
It was a good call. He mugged him. Look at him. You can't go through him in the National Football League. At any point.
So that set up this 1st and goal for Brees. And it is Brees on the play action to Heath Evans. And right away, Prime, it's 10-0. Saints on top, just like most people thought.
And this is not the way you want to start at home, but look at the veteran, Lawyer Malloy, taking his team by the throat and saying, come on, guys, let's do this thing.
Seahawks down 10-0. Marshawn Lynch picks up 10 hard yards, down to the 21 and a first down. A couple of plays later, it's Hasselbeck. Remember, he had the hip injury, didn't play in the regular season finale against the Rams, but he is back. The touchdown pass to John Carlson. Carlson, he had one touchdown during the regular season and one in the playoffs, 10-7. Julius Jones now running for the Saints. Remember, they're without Peter Thomas, without Chris Ivory, both those running backs on injured reserve. Second quarter, same drive, 2nd and 15. It's Breeze to Jeremy Shockey, 19 yards down to the 11. And on the 10th play of the drive, it's Jones. Remember, he was with the Seahawks, Rod, at the beginning of the year, but they cut him, and he scores a touchdown against his former team.
But they had the last laugh because the Seahawks got the
17-7. It was a 10-play drive, and the Saints ate up 5 minutes. Mike Hasselbeck.
Harper, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Cameron Mora, 39 yards down to the 7. And now it's Hasselbeck back to Carlson, who's wide open for the 7-yard touchdown.
Is that Harper again?
We gon' party.
And how about this fake?
Great fake.
But this play is an old school play.
Yeah, but you got to stay with your man. If you have that man,
screen.
take your man.
Pete Carroll loved it. 17-14. Seahawks creeping back in it. Julius Jones is stripped by Raheem Brock. And David Hawthorne recovers.
Fumbling against the team that cut you. That's a formula getting cut by another team.
It led to an Olindo Mari 29-yard field goal. Guys, we got a ball game tied up at 17. Saints coming back. Drew Brees. Say hello to Brock, who swallows them up.
4-man rush. They had problems with the 4-man rush the whole game.
So here come the Seahawks on a 3rd and 11. It's Hasselbeck quickly to Ruvell Martin. 15 yards and a first down, Ruvell. 9th play of the drive. On a 3rd and 3, it's Hasselbeck. Brandon Stokely's beating everybody.
Don't tell me it's that man again.
45 yards. Prime, what happened here? Because they bunched everyone up on the left side. What are the defensive backs doing?
Listen, they had 6 guys in this play, and they didn't cover anybody. I mean, everybody's taking bad angles. The eyes are bad. And, man, those feet are slow.
So Pete Carroll fired up, giving Stokely a big hug there. All right, $1:10, though, remaining in the half, and it's Breeze. And this is what we expected to see on a rope to Devery Henderson.
Caught him in 4 across, cover 4, and Breeze made the throw.
And now on a 3rd and 5, 24 seconds left. Breeze keeps it himself, dives for the first down. So 9 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 3. Breeze looking for David Thomas, but it's incomplete. So Saints, they get a field goal instead of a touchdown, and the Seahawks are up 24-20 at the break. Opening possession of the 3rd quarter, it is Hasselbeck to Ben Obumano. Had such great touch all day, dude.
Cover 2, pump fake, great placement of the pass.
7th play of the drive, Hasselbeck to Mike Williams. 38 yards for the touchdown.
He was double, and he beat the double coverage. The safeties, I'm telling you, did not look good for New Orleans Saints.
Comeback player of the year, Mike Williams. I said that.
Breeze couldn't believe it. Hasselbeck juiced 31-20. It's Breeze now to Julius Jones, who stopped on a critical 3rd and 3. Sean Payton deciding he's going to go for it on 4th and inches inside his own territory. Do you like the gamble?
Yes, but not the play.
You can't pull a guard on 3rd and short. Penetration to kill that.
You're not a running team. Keep the ball in Breeze's hand. That's what I'm calling if I'm in that position.
Julius Jones stopped by Lofa Tatupu, who played for Pete Carroll at USC. And it's Hasselbeck. They're looking for Williams. The ball is dropped. And now on a 3rd and 8, Hasselbeck looking deep for Obumanu, but it's incomplete.
Great coverage.
That was good.
Yeah, no penalty on the play.
He didn't
Patrick
raise
Robinson
his
doing
hand.
a nice job.
He looked back for the ball. He got body on body. Great play.
So the Seahawks here are going to kick a 53-yard field goal, but wait a minute, they're called for delay of game.
That shouldn't happen at that level.
So that field goal attempt, Pete Carroll knows it, has to turn into a punt. So rather than add to their 14-point lead, it stays 34-20. Drew Brees finds Lance Moore, 18 yards. Fourth quarter now, same drive. Brees to Julius Jones, 2 yards. But wait a minute, Chris Clemens called for a 15-yard personal foul after the play after he shoves David Thomas out of bounds.
That was the first shove. Now watch the second one. You know this from your childhood, Rod. They always catch the guy that retaliates.
That's right. Giving the defending Super Bowl champs an opportunity to get back into the game. Jones scores his second rushing touchdown of the day. Saints down 34-27 after a Seahawks 3-and-out. Here comes Drew Brees on a screen pass to Julius Jones. And Jones tiptoes 33 yards to the Seahawks 23. 5 plays later on a 3rd and 3 from the Seahawks 4-yard line, it is Brees to Devery Henderson, who gets stopped short.
That was the play of the game. If they'd have tied that game up, I don't know if Seattle would have won that game. That was the play of the game.
Pete Carroll's defense comes up huge. Garrett Hartley added a field goal, 34-30. Hasselbeck to Justin Forsett on 3rd and 17. Stopped well short. Seahawks have to punt again. And so Drew Brees and the Saints offense starting to get warmed up, but on a 3rd and 8, Brees looking for Colston.
Great play.
The pass is incomplete. There was a penalty on the play, but it was a decline. So the Seahawks now trying to get their offense going. Marshawn Lynch out of the pack. Marshawn Lynch got a first down and more.
Cal Berkeley, come on.
Running like he's Vaselined up.
Stiff arms, Tracy Porter,
from the guy.
And Lynch.
This is one of the best runs I've ever seen in the playoffs.
67 yards, Sean Payton, Drew Brees stunned.
I changed my mind. That was the biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
Instead of, I will take it back.
Yeah.
The longest run of Lynch's career.
Get off me.
Run in playoff franchise history for the Seahawks.
1, 2.
But there were a couple before that.
Before that. Let's go 4, 5.
And he broke 2 more at the end.
You got to check his contract stats.
7
like he's running for money.
Broken by Marshawn Lynch.
Get off me, man.
Porter off of him. Then Porter stopped because he didn't want none after that.
And Pete Carroll gives his running back a big hug. Remember, they acquired him midseason. Brees now to David Thomas. 16 yards to the 22. 2 minutes left. Brees looking for Lance Moore. But the ball is tipped.
Catch him. Catch the one that comes to you.
Almost picked off by Chris Clemens. $1:34 left. Brees to Devery Henderson for the 6-yard touchdown. So it's 41-36. Saints going to try to go for 2 to get it within a field goal, but they run right up the middle.
I just don't get that.
Can't run all game.
Your best player is Drew Brees.
Deshaun Wynn, they just signed him.
Reggie Bush.
Because they have issues at the running back position with Chris Ivory and Pierre Thomas out. Garrett Hartley's onside kick, and it goes right to John Carlson.
That's why you don't talk about kickers right there. That's why you don't talk about kickers.
So the Seahawks shot just about everybody. They went in 41-36. Seattle will becoming the first team in NFL history to win a playoff game with a losing record. And they're moving on to face either Atlanta or Chicago.
Let's get to the snow of Chicago. That's beautiful. Matthew Hasselbeck, after beating the defending world champs, taking on Jay Cutler in Chicago. Cutler's first career playoff game, his first career playoff pass attempt is a big-time touchdown.
We talked about that, Greg Olsen must step up. From the U, coach. Look at this here.
Right by Lawyer Malloy. He settled down and see ya. This one's too easy.
Right up the seam, 58 yards, 3 plays into the game for the Bears offense. It is a touchdown for Jay Cutler. How would Matt Hasselbeck respond? Hasselbeck to his left. Look out, John Carlson below. He hits the sideline, and you can see he is knocked out.
Pray for him whenever you see their elbows or their hands or something go up and stay still. It's normally a concussion. We're praying for them.
It is. That's called, I guess, the fencer reaction or something along those lines. We've got Matt Hasselbeck finding the guy who comes in for Carlson. Cameron Mora, but Mora can't corral it. That's a big miss right there.
Don't you kick it to my baby!
And they do.
Pete said he was going to kick it to him. Well, Pete, oh boy.
Don't understand why you do that.
Devin Hester, 26-yard return, setting up the Bears in quality field position. What do they do with it? Cutler looks for that tight end again. Greg Olsen.
Yeah, he came out of the backfield, too. They used him as a receiver, as a tight end. He came out of the backfield as a fullback.
Should have been using him all season long.
33 yards down to the Seahawks, 12. 2 plays later, Cutler, he'll do this sometimes.
That looks like a run play.
Put that on the receiver. Knox went behind the defender instead of in front of him.
Never let a guy get in front of you on a slant.
Tell him, playmaker.
Jordan Babineau really needed to corral that because with the new life and 4th down, Cutler gets the first down with the sneak, and that's pretty much a gimme from there. 2 plays later for Chester Taylor.
Chester!
So instead of Babineau picking it off and doing Lord knows what with it, could have gone the whole distance from that position with everybody else in the end zone. It's 14-0 instead of making it a 7 to whatever game it might have been. As for Matt Hasselbeck, the magic certainly was not there in the flurries of the first half, looking for Mike Williams incomplete. Bears now get the ball back. Cutler goes one way, Olsen goes the other, and it was a monster first half for the tight end for the Chicago Bears. 113 receiving yards in the first half for Greg Olsen. 5 plays later, 3rd and 4, Cutler to his Vanderbilt teammate, Bill Bennett, down to the Seahawks 11, so it's a first down on a 3rd down, and then 3 plays later, 3rd and 5, it's another 3rd down conversion and a touchdown for Jay Cutler. Look at the moves.
They call the quarterback draw. He's a tough guy. He's got some mobility, and they're taking a chance on his health, but boy, get it in there.
He takes on Earl Thomas and Jordan Babineau. 21-0 Bears at the half. And the 3rd quarter, opening possession for the Seahawks. Hasselbeck pass is nearly picked by Charles Tillman.
You got to have that, Charles. Yeah, he did the push-ups. He knew, I can't catch.
So Cutler gets the ball back. What does he do with it?
His push-ups.
He runs it again.
I don't know. I never drop balls time. So
Me either.
Picks it up on 3rd down. 5 plays later, Cutler, 3rd down again. It's a theme, everybody.
Yeah.
Johnny Knox, first down.
Wide open.
6 plays later, it's 3rd down. What do you think happens?
He's probably throws to somebody wide open.
No, you know what he does? He runs it in.
This was a great play because they told me he's a gunslinger. He had a guy open in front of him, but he continued. He held on to it. He understands how important it is to touch that ball now, guys.
28-0. The route's on. It's 28-3.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
With a direct snap, and he throws a pick.
Well, he'll never get another shot at that play.
That was a wrap.
That's it. I bet you that.
That's it.
I guess Martz was feeling his oats right there.
Seems like everybody played quarterback in Pee Wee League.
He was trying to give the next team something to work on for next week.
Aaron Curry with the pick, and 9 plays later, that pick's turned into points. Mike Williams.
Did he do it for you? A couple times.
28-10 is the score. Seahawks get the ball back. It's Hasselbeck sacked by Israel Adonijah.
Yeah, but no, the heat came from Julius Beck.
6.5 to go, and Pete Carroll's Magic Carpet Ride Cinderella run is running out of time. Cutler on 3rd and 1.
I like the
Kellen
call.
Davis.
Oh, you got to make that play as a safety. Earl Thomas, the rookie.
Got to make that play.
And Cutler, in his first career playoff game, does something that only Otto Graham's done. We'll tell you what that is in a moment while we watch the rest of these highlights play out. It's Brandon Stokely on first down 35-10. Never say die, I guess, in the playoffs as Hasselbeck throws it almost picked, but Mike Williams picks it up from Charles Tillman.
I saw that.
Charles Tillman
had the interception.
Did he ever do that for you, Steve?
Never.
Charles Tillman need to put on 2 casts and just bat the ball down.
So it's 35-17 with 2:16 to go. Pete Carroll going for the onside kick. Did they get it? Did they get it?
Fight for it.
It's Bears ball. Pete Carroll not happy about that as his team had all sorts of opportunities to try and corral it. Bears, what do they do with it? 4th and 3, go for it. And it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Seahawks can't pull this one out of the fire.
Keep throwing it. Keep winging it, Matt.
And these highlights keep going on. Does that mean that Hasselbeck's going to find Ben Obamanu wide open? 46 yards? It sure does.
Nice throwing catch.
Inside the 10,
no
minute 27 left.
And the Seahawks, no quitting.
Hasselbeck to Brendan Stokely. It's an 11-point game. Just 2 possessions going for the onside kick again.
The game is over. They playing possession.
We see Hans team on the fields today.
Well, it's finally over here as Johnny Knox wraps things up. The Chicago Bears, who will be playing for the Hallis Trophy in Soldier Field, but against, for the first time, the Green Bay Packers, as Jay Cutler does get the Bears to the championship game by winning his first career playoff start, and Lovey's 4 quarters away from going back to the Super Bowl.